So at first we have 2S EQ by Second Sense, and this is a really great plugin to make surgical EQs because it has the ability to make really sharp cues. It comes equipped with 5 band filters, 2 shelf filters, and 1 high pass and a low pass filter, which is disabled by default when you open it up. The special thing about this plugin is that it has a really high magnitude for gain values, like it can go up to negative 60 dBs, and when you boost something it can go up to 15 dBs. So that's a really high value. And as I said before, it has really sharp Q value which varies from 1 to 0.01. So you can make like really sharp EQ notches or boost peaks within the sound. Also, it comes with a really good audio spectrum which shows you the frequencies of the sound playing within it, and the spectrum is really sharp and fast at response time. So let us just see how it works on a simple beat that we have here. You also have a output gain options. So once you are done EQing, you can just put it a bit down if you have boosted a lot than expected. So that's really convenient. Up next, we have a really special plugin called the Brit Channel by Analog Obsession. And the special thing about this EQ is that it emulates the classic British console from the 1950s, early 60s. So you can get that classic analog console sound if you just put it on your mixer track, and even without moving any of these controls, you'll just have that little bit of change in your sound. So that's the special thing about this. Now it consists of 2 shelf filters on both sides, 1 band filter, and a low cut filter which can cut up to 300 Hz. And the value of the first shelf filter, the frequency value, is not changeable, so it will just stick to where the plugin has fixed it. Then for the band filter, you can just move it from 0.36 kilohertz to like 7.2 kilohertz. So, and for the last shelf filter, you can move it from 35 hertz to 220 hertz. And the gain value for each of these bands is up to 15 dBs and minus 15 dBs. And at the end we have the classic gain and trim knob which comes with every British console, which used to come with every British console in back in the days. So let's just listen how it sounds. So this plugin is like really good to add some character to your sound if you are going for that British console analog sound. And it also adds some minute harmonic distortion to your sound, so it can also be used to add a little bit of analog saturation to your sound. So that's how I would recommend using it. Up next we have EQ1A by Melomuse, and this is a analog style equalizer. It has two shelf filters on both the ends and two band filters, and an additional low cut filter, and at last an output knob. Let us just see how the plugin works. So this is the first shelf. This will boost the high frequencies. So it ranges from 1.5 kilohertz to 18 kilohertz, and the Q value is fixed for both the shelf filters, so you cannot change that. Next we'll try the low shelf. This one has a range of 30 Hz to 500 Hz. And next let's just see how the band filters work. So the first band has a range of 100 Hz to 2 kHz, and the second one has a range of 700 Hz to 8 kHz. So being an analog style equalizer, you can use it to add some subtle harmonic distortion to your sounds, and it would be helpful at the end of your mixing process when you want to just balance out the entire mix. So that's when I would suggest you can use this. Here we have another plugin by Analog Obsession called as HLQ SE. This is also an emulation of a vintage equalizer, so it will be similar to our previous Analog Obsession plugin. For example, this will also give you some harmonic saturation, so you can use it for that too, and to emulate some old school console sounds. Now the special thing about this one is that it allows you to boost and attenuate any frequency you want at the same time. So it has two band filters. One of them is capable of reducing the gain, and the other one will increase the gain, and both have their frequency knobs ranging from -7 to 6. And here we have a high shelf and here we have a low shelf, and at this side we have a low cut filter, so you can just cut out the low frequencies. Anything which would be below 50 Hz would be affected by this. And at last we have the output gain knob, which has a range of -15 and +15 decibels, so you can both increase and decrease the gain after processing the sound. So let us just listen to how it sounds. What we'll try to do is we'll try to boost the low frequencies of the track and then attenuate them, and then see what kind of harmonic saturation we get out of this. Also, the high shelf filter is not used for boosting the high frequencies, but it can only cut the high frequencies up to negative 6 dBs. So you cannot use it to just boost the high frequencies, you can only attenuate them. So that's the thing with this plugin. Also, like any other Analog Obsession plugin, you have the oversampling mode, so you can just on it and oversample the sound. And like every other Analog Obsession plugin, this is really light on your CPU and it gives you the really good quality of that vintage analog console sound. It is great to use on low frequencies. You can just boost it, then attenuate it, and get unique tones out of your bass. And same with rest of the frequencies, but this works best with the bass. So I would suggest it to be used on the bass. As you can see, you can use it for mid-side processing and also for surgical EQing, because it has such high Q values and it has so many bands, and each band can be like converted into any shape. So this is a really overpowered plugin and I really like it, and I would suggest it to use it on whatever you want. Next we have Sun EQ by Sonimus, and this one is kind of a hybrid EQ between a digital and an analog equalizer, because it offers features from both types of EQs. It consists of 3 sections: low, mid, and high. For low, you have like boost and attenuation at the same time. So this is a feature from analog equalizers. And same with the high. Here you don't have both boost and attenuation, but the high filter is actually based on analog equalizers, and the mid is based on digital equalization. Here you have your input and output knobs, and this one has a special drive knob which can add some saturation to your final output signal, so you can just boost your sound within this equalizer. Now the frequency ranges are as following. The low has 20, 30, 60 and 100 Hz, and the highs have 6 kHz, 8 kHz, 12 kHz and 15 kHz. And the thing is that you cannot fine tune the frequency in the low and the high filters, but for the middle one you can go from 160 to like 4 kHz, and you can fine tune this knob. Also, this consists of a low pass and a high pass filter, so you can just process individual sounds by high passing or low passing them. Let's just see how it works. So the high pass can go up to 350 Hz and the low pass can go up to 2 kHz. And both of them have a really smooth cue. Also, there is this one knob which will just make the cue of the mids really sharp, so you can use it to just cut any frequencies that you want from the mid frequency range. Like this. So yeah, I would definitely suggest this plugin because it's a complete package. You have control over your input and output. You have some analog type of character in it, and you also have a drive knob within the plugin, so it can do a lot whenever you use it. So last but not the least, we have the RARE SE by again Analog Obsession, and this is an emulation of a very special type of equalizer, which is the Pultec equalizer, and it is like really useful while boosting the frequencies inside your mix at the like ending stages of your production, because that's what Pultec EQs are really known for. They can boost your mixes to like the next level and make your tracks sound even more better. Here the special thing about this one is that you can use it in two modes, mid side mode and left right mode, and here you have the labels accordingly. So right now it's on mid side mode, so the upper section is for the mid section and the lower section is for the sides. And what you can do is you can link all the controls because both of them are identical when you see the controls. So when they are linked, both the controls from both sides of the spectrum will move together at same amount of values. When it is linked, what happens is both of them will move at exactly same values, so you don't have any differences while EQing. So that's a really good advantage for us. And you can also unlink it and process it separately, so this time it won't move with this. Now I prefer using them as linked, At the end you have two output controls, which depends on which type of mode you are using it on. If you are using it on mid side mode, then this one is used for the mids and this one is used for the sides. And if you are using it on LR mode, this one is for the L and this one is for the R signal. So it's already labeled, so it is self-explanatory. So yeah, let us just see how it works on our project. So that's how it works. You have like a low frequency band and a high frequency band, and you can control the bandwidth of both of them. So if you go low, it will become sharper, and if you go high, it will become more broad. And in low frequency, it ranges from 20 hertz to 100 hertz, and for the high frequencies, it ranges from 3 kilohertz to like 16 kilohertz. So that's the range for this equalizer, and rest I already explained. So this is a really great plugin when you use it on while your mastering process, to just boost the entire track and give it that extra brightness and shine. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing the channel. It would help us a lot. And I had an announcement to make that we have started our mixing services. So if you have any track that you want mixed and mastered, you can just send it to the email that we have given in the description, and we'll mix and master it for free and send you a sample of it. So yeah, try it out for once.